A federal grand jury has indicted a former Louisiana state trooper whose body camera captured him beating an unarmed black man during a traffic stop. Now, in the video, we see former trooper Jacob Brown repeatedly strike Aaron Larry Bowman in the head with his flashlight as he begs the officer to stop. We want to play a portion of that footage for you now, but a word of warning, what you're about to see may be hard to watch.
I never did nothing. Give me your hand. Give me. I'm not resisting. Give me your hand. I ain't messing with you. Give me your hand. Give me your okay?
Whew. Former Louisiana State Trooper Jacob Brown is charged with federal civil rights violations for attacking Larry Bowman. He, along with his civil attorney Donecia Banks-Miley and defense attorney Keith Whiddon, joined Yodit back in August to talk about what happened that night.
The public is just now seeing this horrific crime that was perpetrated against you by this officer 2 years ago, but you've had to live with what happened to you and are having to relive it now that your case has become a national conversation. So I've got to ask you first, how are you?
I'm all right. Just watching it then did something. They do something to me every time I watch it. I'm sorry about breaking down. I'm sorry about breaking down watching it, but it do something to me every time I watch it. It's like I relive it every time I watch it. You know, I just want justice done for it.
Now, Aaron, according to investigators, you were struck 18 times with a flashlight in under 30 seconds. When you were pulled over for that very minor traffic violation, did you ever think that you'd be in the situation that so many of us find ourselves in when encountering police?
Oh man, I ain't think that what happened would happen. You know, when he stopped me, he asked me, did I have anything? And I told him no. Asked me where did I just come from? I told him from the store. So he searched. After he asked me, didn't find nothing. He asked me what did I have? I told him every thing that I had in the truck. He seen it. After he checked it, he come back up there and told me, get out the truck. And as I was getting out, he grabbed me by my arm and threw me to the ground and did what he did.
Donecia, state police didn't investigate this attack on Aaron until 536 days after it happened, and only after a civil lawsuit was filed. You're handling that suit. One, what took so long? And tell me, were you in possession of the body cam footage before the suit was filed?
No, ma'am. We were never in possession of the body cam footage. It was not until, we would say yesterday, that Mr. Bowman was able to receive that footage from his criminal defense attorney upon requesting for a motion to compel to have that footage. It took 2 years for Mr. Bowman to even view the footage, which was June last month. And now as it's coming out, you know, you can see the emotion even as he continues to watch it. But as you stated previously, we did file the suit. I filed the suit in September of 2020. The thing that took so long, you know, we were stuck in COVID at that time. And when Mr. Bowman came to me, we immediately filed the suit at that time. At that time, he believed that a police brutality suit was already in action, but he was not knowledgeable about that until he came to our office. So once we knew, we filed the suit, an investigation and suit at that point. So for 536 days, they had never attempted to investigate this case.
Well, we reached out to the Louisiana State Police for a statement on this case, and this is what they had to say in part. Upon receiving a civil lawsuit alleging excessive force by an unarmed trooper, Louisiana State Police began immediately working to identify the details of the incident. A detailed search of body camera video revealed the incident was intentionally mislabeled and Brown was involved, as he assisted with the arrest of a suspect. Louisiana State Police detectives obtained an arrest warrant for Brown and placed him into custody. All right, Keith, let me bring you in now. You're defending Aaron against several pending charges he's facing, which we'll get to in a few minutes, but you were initially told there was no body cam when in fact there was. Who told you that and why?
So first I talked to Donecia about what was actually out there, and then after that I learned through the AP that the body camera actually existed, which led to me and Aaron filing the motion to get specifically requesting the body cam footage.
All right, so these charges now that Aaron faces are not only insulting, but they're groundless, with the exception of the initial traffic violation. So he's been charged with battery of a police officer and resisting an officer, all of which we see none of in the body cam footage. So given the pending charges against the officer in this case, but also in 2 other cases of brutality, why aren't these charges against Aaron dropped along with an apology for ever filing them in the first place?
Frankly, that's a question you're going to have to ask the prosecution. I can't answer that question. I'm not going to attempt to answer it on behalf of the prosecutors.
So has the prosecutor, were they ever in possession of the body cam?
My understanding that the prosecutor learned about the body whenever I made a phone call to him and said, hey, there's a body camera and I need it. And he said, really? And I said, yeah, and I'm going to file a motion to get it. And I think that he learned of the body camera basically around the same time that I did.
Which is inexcusable. All right, Donecia, where does the civil suit stand currently?
Well, now we're still very much so in the early stages. Because the suit was remanded back to state court, which is where we are now. And we're currently awaiting a hearing that we have in January of 2022. It's going to be it's an exception hearing filed by the defense in this matter. So now we're just in the discovery phase. And we're very much so just trying to move forward. We're hoping that there'll be some type of that a federal grand jury will convene and then ultimately have a federal indictment. We're hoping that the very fact that this footage is out, is open, people know what's going on, that this will help push what we need to have done, because it's been over 2.5 years, or almost, to say the least.
Tell me how this whole thing has impacted your life and those around you.
Yeah, it's been impact on me a lot. I deal with it every day, you know. I don't go nowhere like I used to. I stay in the house most of the time because I don't know what's gonna happen if I go out there. You know, if I go, I have my girlfriend with me, my kids. You know, I just don't go by myself no more. And at nighttime, I don't go nowhere, period, because I'm afraid of what might happen, or police might want to stop me again and try to do something else to me again. And I don't want to see it happen to nobody else. You know, see nobody else go through what I went through, because they could have killed me, you know. And I gave him every bit of my of being honest with him when he asked me, did I have anything? I said, no, sir. Could I check your car? Yes, sir. And he still continued to do what he did to me. You know, and the officers that was there in the area, they just stood back and watched the ones that hold me down, beat me, ain't try to help me or nothing.